Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Valagar Alavane. Alright, so we're doing some more Elder Scrolls Online. We're just gonna do a little bit of running around. So we last left off the video. I ran to my house. Between video, I went to the bank, which is just east of us here, and I went and picked up my money and transferred it over to this character, as well as I picked up my lock picks, as I do plan on going as a thief. So those will be well needed. I went just north here to like the little fire thing, and that's our crafting station. So I went down and I broke down all those weapons and all those items so we'd no longer have that. I also picked up from my bank, I have 40 of these counterfeit pardons. Now you get these from completing the thieves guild, like just the static ones where it sends you to like go steal from this guy. So that's where I got those. Alright. So where we're first going to head here is actually just down here to Davin's Watch, which is my area where I can go to join both the fighters and the mages. Now the mages I can join pretty well anywhere there's a mages guild. However, the fighters guild I have to join based on what pact I chose. So we chose the Ebonheart pact, not the Eldmurray Dominion. So I gotta go to where the pact is. And I can do that just at a fighters guild here.
Ah, you are the one I seek.
Okay, so this is part, so we can choose to leave it. Right now I'm just gonna talk to him. I'm not gonna do anything more than that.
Greetings. My benefactor wishes to speak to you about a matter that could affect the fate of our world. If my benefactor wished to discuss details in the open, why send a messenger? The matter is for your ears only. The Sadrino House in Davin's Watch, between Artisans Row and the Market District. Do not tarry.
Alright. So they actually are out here in Davin's Watch. However, I won't be going to actually talk to them. That's starting with the main quest line here, which is here, which I don't want to do just yet. Just like in Skyrim, for
Do you
example,
know how long I've been looking for you?
I spend so much more time doing extras. Now, I want to point out, because you've probably seen these notes on my little compass up top, as well possibly throughout the world here. I do have a couple of add-ons that I am using with this game. Um, I have lore books, resource radar, sky shards, and undiscovered. So lore books, they're just pointing out all these various lore books throughout the world. Sky shard does the same with sky shards. Then I have the resource one, which again points out the resources. I have limited that one down to which resources it is displaying. And then finally I have these ones that are X's here. These are the undiscovered ones, or areas that I have maybe have a quest or something undiscovered at that location there.
I'll need a new blade
Did you
before I
come
go
here
into
for
the field
crafting
again.
certification?
Alright.
3 keep you, traveler. Welcome to the Davin's Watch Guildhall. The Fighters Guild. Have you come to join our worthy crusade? We have a new guildmaster and a new singular purpose. Why don't we talk about it for a moment? Good, good. I know we'll be drawing blades together soon enough. Now, what can I tell you? Right. Sees All Colors here is our new guildmaster. She has us all hunting down the Daedra and their dark anchors. You might have seen them. Enormous chains fall from the sky. Plagues of Daedra boil out to lay waste to the countryside. Guildmaster Jofnir passed away recently, and very suddenly. We always thought he'd die with a blade in his hand, but he passed in his sleep, called to Sovngarde by his ancestors. We all miss him, but Colors has proven to be a very able leader. Smart question. We train our members in special techniques, and the higher-ups are always looking for motivated members to help with special projects. You never know when the Council will come looking for more hands. Then welcome to the family, as an associate of the Fighters Guild. Get out there and take the fight to the Daedra. Sees All Colors herself often has tasks for new recruits. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Alright, so there we are with the Fighters Guild. We also have the Mages Guild over here.
Do you know how long I've been looking for you? This is taking longer than I planned.
And we'll go ahead and talk to them as well. If I can figure out how to navigate over there. This doesn't look right. It looks like it's coming right from the entrance there. Alright. Well, I could hop on my horse because I do have one of those. Alright, and once I'm done,
I've been looking for you.
I'll just mark that. Once I'm done joining the Mages Guild, I will hop over to my skills list and show you just why I was wanting to join both the Fighters and the Mage Guild first and foremost before I did anything else. And is it just up here? This looks to be like it. There we go.
I never knew that about leches. Honor to you, Sarah. Welcome to the Mages Guild Hall. I realize that our presence here in the temple is unconventional, but I'm afraid that our former hall was raised just recently. One does what one must, yes? Have you come seeking... Yes, of course. We're law keepers across the face of Tamriel. Guild members seek out books, tomes, and ancient scrolls in their travels. Why don't you speak with me for a moment? Perhaps you'd like to join. It's a pleasure to speak with another knowledge seeker. Guildmaster Vanis will be pleased. We're book hunters of a sort. We seek out new information, capture it in our libraries, and make copies for distribution across Tamriel. The Guild doesn't care about battlefields or boundaries, just knowledge and the acquisition of new tomes. We provide training in unique spells and abilities only available to members, and from time to time projects crop up for those with an adventuresome spirit. You may end up working with the Guildmaster himself. Vanis Galarian, one of the founding members of this august body, still holds the proud title of Guildmaster, overseeing every guild hall in Tamriel. He works with other ranking members such as Tellinger, the Artificer, to ensure our future success. Excellent. Welcome to the Mages Guild. I suggest you begin by talking to Velast, our mistress of Incunabula. She's in the stacks on the floor below, and often has tasks for new recruits. Good luck.
Alright. So now that we're done those ones, I'm going to bring it over here so we have our two guilds. The main reason I like joining these ones is actually their first passive ability. So for the Fighters Guild, it allows us to use intimidation in conversation. It does have some other nice abilities here, which I may decide to use and will probably level up. Well, I definitely will be leveling them up as Fighters Guild levels up right here by just killing Daedra and Undead. So chances are we're going to find lots of those, and we're going to kill them and level that up. Our Mages Guild, however, this one levels up by collecting these lore books. So that is one reason why I have that add-on that I do have, which will point them out, making it easier to level up. But the main reason I wanted this, level 1 here, it allows us to use persuasion in our speechcrafts when talking to NPCs. So it opens up some more dialogue options, just having those first two abilities. Now that that's been done, what we're going to do is go to our collections here, over to our stories, Zone DLC, and we're
Do
going to
you know how
start
long I've been
the
looking for you?
Thieves Guild. Alright. So it does say to find Quen in any outlaw's refuge. I have found that when they say that in particular, they do mean anyone part of your pack, because the ones I normally go to, being a Khajiit, it wasn't actually allowing me to go to those ones. Rather, it was stating...
What's your opinion of the Fighters Guild, soldier?
I've never had a problem with them.
I've
You don't
got
regard them as
entrance up here,
upstart
actually.
amateurs?
It wasn't actually allowing her to spawn in one, whereas I'm seeing out here in Davin's Watch, which is the Ebonheart Pack starting area, that it's there. So there is that. It also does, one thing I did notice, it changes what areas are currently available for you to use your way shrines to.
You, over here.
So I will have to head out
No, I
later and
understand.
collect some of the other
If
ones.
you change your mind, I'll be here. Are you here about the job? To forestall any confusion, yes, we split the proceeds equally. And no, I will not budge on that point. Allow me to explain. I need a partner for a difficult job. It pays well, but it involves travel, and there is some danger. Does that sound like the sort of thing that might interest you? I'm so glad you came along. I've chartered a ship. When you're ready, meet me there. Here, I'll mark your map. Bring some lockpicks. They sell them here if you don't have any. Oh, and wear something warm. Let's talk about details when we rendezvous. It's not that I don't trust you, I don't think I've made a good impression in this place. That is, if you're still interested. You are, right? Of course you are, I'm only joking. I've never had a partner. I mean, on all other big jobs I've done, which I did alone, quite successfully, and most of the people I interviewed thought the rendezvous was too far away. Well, I paid for a ship in advance. I didn't realize how far I'd have to look to find a suitable partner. For the job, I mean. But we can talk about this at the docks.
Kind of sounds like this is our first big job. So, I am noticing, again, depending on which pact you choose, is where it's actually telling you to rendezvous with her. Um, Again, normally I'm Aldmeri Dominion because I'm a Khajiit, but because I recently purchased that any pact, any race kind of thing, I can choose which pack I am at the beginning. So I'm choosing the Aldmeri Dominion, which is one of the main reasons I've decided to go back and remake this character. Again, I never really did progress too far. I think I made it to level 26, which in this game really isn't much. If I was actually trying, I could make that there fairly quickly in a day. And that's myself. And I'm sure players who've been playing for a long time could do it probably much quicker. But the game itself goes up to, I believe, at the moment, like 811 or 810. Like, it's goes up quite a bit. East March. Alright, and with these Way Shrine fast travel points, one thing I have noticed is if you are traveling from one, it is free to go to another one. But if you're just out in the world and traveling, it does cost you money. You know, it does look like an exit out that way. So this whole area is pretty new to me. I didn't actually spend a lot of time out here. You know, I've started the, I haven't actually even started the quest line for this, or even actually just the main game story quest line. I've never actually gone through and done either of those. This looks to maybe be the exit. Doesn't look like an exit, but I can exit here. Good old free roam.
You made it! I wasn't certain you... Well, I'm glad you're here. So, the details. We're headed to a remote patch of land called Fulstrom Homestead. It's owned by some Thane from Eastmarch. He's at war, but his staff and guards remain. We're looking for a relic called the Geovessan Skull. We slip inside the treasure room, grab our prize, and depart before anyone knows the difference. After that, we split the proceeds and go our separate ways. One more thing. I'd prefer not to spill any blood, but I leave our safety to your discretion. If a guard sees you, take shelter in a hiding spot. Sound good? This little tub will get us to a blockade runner offshore. They'll bring us to Fulstrom Homestead and back. I hope you don't get seasick. I get seasick. I'm sure I'll be all right. None whatsoever. Anything else you take is yours to fence. Just don't forget why we're there. We don't leave until we have the Geovessan Skull. The newest job is always the biggest job. Life of a thief. You know how it is. Well, this is the biggest job I've ever attempted. But I did the research, arranged transportation, and knew I needed a good partner to pull it off. That's why I hired you.
Yeah, it's our first job. Totally her first job.
Let's head to the manor. Quick and silent.
Quick map. Can I just like go this way? That would be nice. Yeah, I didn't think it would let me. I've never actually tried to, or I might have tried to go that way. I don't remember what I did way back when I first started, but I didn't imagine, considering that's a straight
The
shot to
sentries
where
are
we need to
Windhelm
be.
Guard, on loan from someone important. If they give chase, find a hiding spot.
Alright, so hiding spots are pointed out. If you are in your crouch or stealth mode, if you'll notice like the barrel there lights up, and that'll
The
just
water between the
point
two
out a
beds,
hiding spot.
full of slaughterfish.
Just gotta keep our eyes open. do got an individual coming this way. Hopefully he doesn't come up here. And so there's two different types of enemies out in places like this. There's your standard ones where you can actually attack and kill. And they're indicated with like a red bar. So I could technically kill him. I'm not supposed to because, like she said, just try to avoid being seen, spotted. Just sneak your way around. They also have... Just trying to... Guards. Those ones you can't actually kill.
The guards should arrive at any moment, trespasser.
Shoot. Went way too early. I couldn't see him. I don't think he's gonna leave us alone.
These lawbreakers make the world such an ugly place.
Run. Ah, I hate when they get us. You get stuck like that, like it just... And as you can see with the manor guards, they really hit hard. So unfortunately, I died, so... Does reset my bounty, yay. But it does put us right at the beginning of this here again. Another thing to note is these guys with these torches, the manor guards, if you see how he's got a little blue circle, that'll negate all sneaking. So what you gotta do is like get around them, which is oftentimes easier said than done. Hiding spot here. Jump in and see where this guy's going. Good thing really glad I jumped in there. Looks like we have a guy coming up that way. So that's what these hiding spots are here for. And then I can hop out, move to the next one. Fortunately, our next one's right at the gate. And we have this guard walking past here. So I may have to wait a bit longer for this guy to go back to his other spot. Again. Now this is where I want to join the Assassin's quest line as well. They get an ability right off the hop again called Blade of Woe, which basically allows you to walk up behind somebody and assassinate them. But only people that you can target, like with this white glow. So somebody like that manor guard there, who if you notice his hit point bar is a different color, it also means I can't actually kill them. Okay, he's coming, but I'll be able to sneak past. Woohoo! Okay, mine is getting caught that first time. Second time we actually made it right through.
That winch is a problem. One moment.
She's very dexterous.
It's stuck. Try lifting the gate while I turn the winch. That's it. Move, good partners.
Alright. So now we gotta finish sneaking the rest of the way. I'm gonna try heading off right. Normally I head left and I try and sneak all the way around. This time I'm gonna try and sneak off to the right, though I am gonna wait because we got some manor guards right there. Now these ones I can't kill even if I tried. It just doesn't allow me to. This guy though, still got a normal name and a red hit bar, so I can still kill them. But we're gonna try and sneak up and around and do as Quinn had suggested and avoid the bloodshed here. We also have some crates to potentially steal from. I am picky on what I pick up, as again, limited inventory space. I got a total of 60 inventory slots to pick up. Master. I don't think he's moving. Got a manor guard there that I don't think he's moving. Just gonna kind of hug the wall here. Got a lady coming down this way. Which way is she going? That way. So I'm gonna sneak up around this side. Come on, lady, go past. I actually think this side might be easier than
Didn't you?
going the other way. Alright.
Lockpicks won't work on those doors. Some sort of mechanism, maybe?
I know I gotta interact with that, but I'm gonna see what else we got here first. Oh, crusty bread. Have another bite of that. Doesn't really seem like much else here. Oh, hey. That's worth 100 gold. Alright, that seems to be it in this room here. So let's head over to the shelf.
Whoa, that's one clever thing, but not clever enough.
Alright, so for this one here, it has 3 symbols. It's got a candle, which from this angle kind of looks like a pick, a horn, and a skull. Well, they just happen to have these 3 items on the top of this bookshelf here. So if we put them in order, so first is horn, then candle, and finally the skull. That is actually the
I heard a click.
code to the
Let's
door.
go find the Geovesan skull.
Kind of really, like, if you stop to think about it, you know, not the smartest let's put the code to the door at the door itself. The other thing I'm picking up, as you see here, are some armor pieces as well, because again, I can go ahead and break those down, and that works for me. We got money. That's always just good to have. They all count as the same one. Bookshelf, bookshelf. Computer ring. Again, I can break that down. Ooh, rawhide belt. That's a medium belt. We can actually wear that.
It's shiny.
Oh, wait, what was that? Apron, kilt, and trousers. Lockpick, I can launder that so that it's no longer a stolen item. Alright, so in here you'll also notice every now and then they'll have an item or text that is lit up like this. Those are just readables. Once you've read them, it does stop. Alright. Alright, so it won't actually let us use that door just yet. And that is because I gotta pick up that thing. So right now I'm just gonna equip our belt. It will give us a little bit more experience because medium armor. We almost have a full set of 7 pieces. We're just missing the shoulders, but we'll get those at some point. I'm gonna read that as well. We also have a ring there. Gives us some more stamina. Not that we really need that, but why not wear it? Eventually I'll break that one down. Though if you notice on the ring itself, how next to the ability where it says robust, it's got a little magnifying glass. That means that I can actually research that ability to learn it, allowing us to...
Surrender, thief! The manor is surrounded. Today the Iron Wheel brings you to justice.
What? Who are you?
basically allowing
Chief
us to be able to
Inspector
craft that later
Ranbeek.
on.
We foiled your attempt to steal the Geovessan skull. Will you also confess to stealing Magnifica Felora's dowry?
What's a Felora?
See, it doesn't matter. Return the Geovessan skull and surrender, or face the consequences.
No idea what he means. I'll follow your lead.
Alright, so I'm gonna... So it does give us an option to just put the skull back. But I mean, ultimately, we came here to steal the skull. I'm not gonna let a couple guys stop us from that. So...
Hold them off. I'll find another way out.
Alright.
Who was that? What was all that about, with dowries and iron wheels? Nobody. Well, I sent word to the Thieves Guild of Abar's Landing. They were interested in acquiring the Geovessan skull. A Abar's Landing was to be our next stop. But why would this iron wheel set an ambush here? Are you certain you've never heard of them? Of course, you're right. The iron wheel could return at any moment. We need to get out of here, and fast. Wait, did you hear that? There's someone coming. Who are you?
You don't know me yet, but I'm a friend. Quen, isn't it? Put on this uniform and head outside. The iron wheel won't detain a Windhelm guard.
There's no way I'm leaving here without my partner.
I only had one uniform. Go on, recover your boat and meet us by the catacomb exit. Then we can return to the Thieves Guild in Abar's Landing.
You're from the Thieves Guild? All right. I'll meet you both by the exit. Good luck, partner.
She'll be fine. Looks like we take the dangerous way around. Didn't realize there were two of you. Next time the iron wheel springs a trap, I'll bring another uniform. Nothing we should discuss right here. But I promise, as soon as we've escaped the iron wheel, I'll answer your questions. I'm Walk Softly, and we're currently fleeing the iron wheel. We can talk about the details once we've actually fled. Oh, what are your thoughts on spiders? When I was posing as one of the manor's guards, one of the actual guards mentioned these old catacombs, said there were a basket full of spiders. Unless that's an obscure Nord expression, I'm guessing he meant actual spiders.
Banana surprise pie. Came from this side. I'm guessing we got to get all the way over to the other side.
Did I mention I'm afraid of spiders? Probably should have mentioned. I'll keep it under control.
Ooh, blueprint. So another thing you can do in this game, which I'm really excited to get going, is you can actually purchase land and like a home.
Look, a crypt. Nothing bad ever happens in a crypt.
Oh, I can tell the sarcasm. So you can actually purchase a home and, you know, decorate it yourself, place your items and stuff. So I'm really excited to do that. That's something I've always loved doing in these games. I know, like, even in Skyrim, I spent hours upon hours placing items, just having it decorated the way I want it. My side strafing from DDO doesn't really seem to work well in here. Alright. Kind of seems once they've targeted you for the hit, it's a hit. Unless I dodge. I know I can dodge roll, but I'm not really great at that yet.
Stay away from the pointy bits.
So yeah, actually just killing these Draugr here is leveling up my fighter skill a little bit, so ain't nothing wrong with that.
It's you, or me. Us. Let's share the blame. On the bright side, these only have 4 limbs.
All I can think of is I'm stealing ashes from an urn. I'm literally stealing some dead guy. Ooh, we're starting to get into some spiders.
Are we running? No? All right then.
Kill one, then move on to the other. Oh, I guess he ran away. So what I am gonna do here, I am gonna go into our class skills and start learning our summoning. So, come on, little dude. Should have done it earlier, but I was 100% sure which path I wanted to take. Level up. This does provide a little bit more armor, but I am getting more experience. You know what? I'm not worried about leveling up right now. Let's get that little bit more armor class there.
Are we running? No? All right then.
Alright, so that's the path that we need to go, though I didn't actually get to explore around this side.
It's you, or me. Us. Let's share the blame.
Alright, so in here we have these small spiders, which when attacked they kind of explode and actually hold you in position. And then of course we got our giant. So as you see, when I'm doing a full charge, it does restore that my spell points real quick. Opposed to just attacking like this, where it does still regen, just quite a bit slower.
Follow me. We're almost there.
Okay.
I don't think they saw me.
Are you alright? You're greener than my favorite vest.
It's fine. I'm fine.
Could have lived my entire life without running through a spider pit. But we made it through. You'll make a real impression in Abba's Landing. The Thieves Guild. And my guildmaster, who can explain why the Iron Wheel thinks you deserve the same fate they've inflicted upon us. It's an unpleasant fate. It involves branding irons. You are your own master, but the Iron Wheel is relentless, and they know your face. They know your partner's face, too. So, tell me where we're all headed? I suggest Abba's Landing as soon as you're able.
Yeah, take us there. So you can choose to not go. You still get the quest, obviously meet the guildmaster there, but you got to find your own way, or you can talk to him and say, yeah, let's just go. And as you see, it teleports you here. Just waiting for it to load the map. So that's one thing that does annoy me a little bit with this game, is the maps sometimes take a little bit longer to load. However, I'm willing to wait like between the areas, as the areas are fairly large.
It's in an old cistern.
Oh, a cistern. Wonderful. I'm to be surrounded by water everywhere I go.
Oh, poor Gwen.
Always a pleasant journey to Abba's Landing. Head to our thieves' den. The guildmaster awaits. Your partner and I will be along when she's less expulsive. Hidden within an old cistern that's long forgotten by the city's merchant lords. A new home for us after the Iron Wheel tore apart the old one. It's a bit damp. You get used to it.
Alright. Well, let's head up there then. So because I don't actually have a bounty on me right now, which would be indicated in the bottom right hand corner, I am free to walk the streets. Even walking past guards and such, like walking right up to them, they won't do anything. If, however, I happen to have a bounty, even if it's just 1 gold, they know every person who's got a bounty, and they come after you like a vengeance. And they will take all your stolen goods too. Or you can choose to try and run, or use clemency, but you can't use clemency until you're a little bit higher level in the Thieves Guild. Not a very high level. but a little bit up there. I really enjoy the Thieves Guild, and like I'm gonna spend a lot of time doing Thieves Guild. We'll do one more video here, going to the Dark Brotherhood, getting that started. That way I do have my Blade of Woe, because I just love that ability. And then after that, I'll spend a whole lot of time just leveling stuff up.
The Guildmaster is expecting you. Go on in.
Alright.
Over here. We should speak.
Good book.
Walk Softly sent word of your time at Fulstrom Homestead. Said you slipped out from between the Iron Wheel's greedy fingers. I am, but call me Zira. Titles don't carry weight when you live in a cistern. Pretty bold of you and Quen to go after the Geovessen's skull. Did you know she sent a letter asking to set up a meet? Rookie mistake. The Iron Wheel read her mail. That's why I sent Walk Softly to pull you out. Don't get me wrong, Quen may be green, but she planned a real heist. The kind we used to pull off before the Iron Wheel captured or killed most of us. Bastards.
Yep, she's newbie.
You heard of Magnifica Valora? She's a noble from Tanith, with a substantial dowry in her family tomb. We tried to steal it, but we failed, and she hired the Iron Wheel to punish us. I hear their leader thought you worked for us. Want to make it official? If the great Chief Inspector Ron Beek thinks you're part of the guild, who am I to disagree? We need good thieves, capable thieves like you and Quen to pull ourselves out of the gutter. So, care to join the Thieves Guild? We have nowhere to go but up.
Yes,
Good.
I will.
You aren't afraid of a challenge. The more you do for us, the more gold and respect you'll earn. Reputation goes a long way with us. Bringing us the Geovessen's skull is a good start. Here's your cut. Don't worry, Quen will get her portion. I told you about our failed heist, the one that led the Iron Wheel to Abba's Landing. Someone pointed them in our direction. It's time we found out exactly who it was. My gold is on Velsa. She was part of our Thieves' Council, the Guild's inner circle, but she retired just before the dowry heist. It might be coincidence, or it might be she sold us out for large stacks of coin. That's what I'd like to find out. You and I should pay her a visit, see if the Iron Wheel funds her retirement. There's a breach in the city wall, outside the flooded district. Meet me there when you're ready. Thieves should always travel separately. Advice from Nicholas. Good advice. Said she'd earned enough for a lifetime. Handed over her rackets and told us to leave her alone. We'd see her in the markets now and again. She kept to herself. Fine by me. Coral underclothes are less abrasive. Our old guildmaster, a mentor and a friend. They planned the dowry heist that would have seen us wealthy beyond our dreams. But he's gone. I lost him in Magnifica Valora's family tomb. He is sorely missed. Said she'd earned enough for a lifetime.
Alright, so we went through those. So yeah, this is usually about as far as I go in the Thieves Guild questline, at least for now. Let's open these up. Shoot, they're light. Alright, so first things first, I am going to unequip that belt and unequip the ring. So in the Thieves Guild here, at the fences,
You've been busy, man.
we can, so it does only allow you, as you notice down at the bottom, items sold 0.50. It does only allow you to sell so many stolen items, which is why I'm picky on which ones I pick up. It also lets us launder, so again, X amount of items that you can launder. So I'm going to launder my lockpicks, the ring because I'm wearing that, as well as our belt. Now, each one that we launder, it is going to give us some XP. And that goes towards leveling up our actual theft ability. So we're going to equip those again. And re-equip that. So now they're not stolen. So now if we get caught by the guards, they're not going to take our items back. Appearance, personalities. That's the one I forgot. Okay. So we can also just go ahead and, you know,
Nothing is lost.
sell some of these items. I'm going to hold on to them for just for now. We will be breaking down those 4, so I'm not too worried about that. Where is it? Under... Yeah, under our skills here, we've now opened up a new one in the world, which is Ledger Main. Or Ledger Domain. That's basically our thieving abilities. So they have one such as improved hiding, which reduces the cost of sneak. Light fingers, which increases your chance to pickpocket. Trafficker, you could sell more items to the fence. So that one that's a very important one. As it jumps from 50 all the way to then 110, I believe. So it really jumps it up quite a lot. It's like doubling what you have. Then we have locksmith, improves our chance of forcing locks. I don't generally force locks, generally picking them. So that's one I don't usually put points into. It's usually just trafficker and light fingers. And then kickback, reduce the bounties you have to pay to guards and fences. We also have our guild ones now, our thieves guild. So first off, finders keepers. We can use thieves caches throughout the world. That one it just auto gives us. We also have this one called swiftly forgotten. Now this actually increases the rate to which your bounties just naturally decay. Bounties decrease by 2 every 3 minutes. So as you get higher levels, your bounties are worth more and more. So if I get caught pickpocketing, instead of 4 gold, it might be 19 gold as I get higher level. But they also increase as I get higher level, the numbers here. So the 3 minutes does stay, but bounty is decreased by, instead of 2, that might be 7. And that'll just go up as well. We also have haggling, which allows us to sell for more our stolen goods. Clemency, this is a big one. So if a guard ever catches you, they give you the option to pay your bounty, which then they take all your stolen stuff. You can attempt to use clemency, which gives you 1 minute of basically freedom before, they come after you again. And they don't actually take your money or stolen goods when they do that. So that one is handy if you get really caught and stuck in a bind. Timely escape I don't generally use because I try not to wander around with a bounty. That's why I've been collecting all those bounties there, where it gets rid of my or those pardons, which gets rid of my bounties. And then finally, Veiled Shadows. This is another handy one which I do want to get. It decreases the detection range which witnesses and guards will witness crime. So they're 10% less. They got to be 10% closer in order to actually see you committing a crime. For now, I am going to save because I want to save some points for these light fingers and trafficker, which I'm going to level up fairly quickly between the videos. So I am just going to leave it off there.
Care to earn a little extra coin?
Anyway, I'm going to leave this video off here. It's been about an hour. We got our Thieves Guild start. Next one we're going to jump into, and we're going to get our Brotherhood start. After that, it'll probably be some time before I post another Elder Scrolls video. Going to be heading back to our normal DDO ones, getting those done. But I will be back when I do more storyline. But I won't have a fixed timetable to bring this to you guys. So, again, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys later. Have a good one, all.